Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. I'm Bert White, the Secretary of Transportation. I've got with me Jimmy Riston, the deputy, and we've got Stone, and we got Brain Block too. So
you're old,
Jim
Bert.
Allen.
Old.
Who said that? Oh, that was you. I am. Remember? No, I'm not younger than you. Anyway, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. We wanted to announce some of the road jobs that we're getting ready to do up here. These are not bond jobs, but understand that without the bonds taking care of those roads, we would not have had the money to do these roads. The bottom line is, without the governor's vision and what he did by figuring out how to issue bonds and not raise taxes and take care of that, it allowed us to do all these other jobs that we're doing. That $1 billion worth of work we're doing on the bonds freed up that much money on the other side. So don't think because you voted for a bond and this isn't a bond job that it didn't. It truly is, and it's truly all due to my friend Jim's vision that he had for the future. I'm going to let Jim, let the governor talk about these jobs for a minute, and then afterwards, if there's questions, we'll try to answer them, or we'll dump it on J.F. Allen to answer probably. But Jim, go ahead and tell them what you're going to tell them.
Well, first of all, we all know the magnitude of what this COVID-19 thing has done to all of us, all of our communities, all of us. And we know that we're battling through it, and it's knocked us off balance. At the same time, we should know that in our Roads to Prosperity bonds, in the whole effort that we put in to getting that passed, and was passed by 73% of the people, everything we thought was going to come to pass has really come to pass in a good way. And by that, what I mean is the timing was just right. The timing had to be right from the standpoint of where interest rates were. And with interest rates where they were, and with our bonding ability, we have come up with lots and lots and lots, hundreds of millions of extra dollars that we're able to pour into projects. And right here, and I'm going to read to you just 2 or 3 things, and I'm going to turn it over to Jimmy. But these projects in Doddridge, Harrison, Marion, Mon County, Preston County, Taylor County, which all make up our DOH District 4, we are right now going to announce today $2.6 million of paving projects in north central West Virginia that will be completed in 45 days. It's amazing. It is absolutely unbelievable that all the stuff there's roads that have been absolutely paved in the last 3 months that are crying to get paved again. And I'm only being silly to make my point. The long and the short of it is just listen to these numbers. And this is just amazing. But in the next 45 days across the state of West Virginia in 55 counties, we will pave another $20 million worth of work. Think about this. We've paved over 300 miles of roads. We've patched 3,000 miles of roads, put tens of millions of dollars into equipment. It is absolutely unbelievable. No telling how many miles of slips and pulled ditches and everything else that these guys have done. Now, all I'd say in ending is just this, from my standpoint. We've done an incredible amount of work, but as West Virginians, there's still an incredible amount we can still do. Right here, we just got through a meeting with all the powers to be that are doing this phenomenal project that the state we've been able to maybe give some seed money and get the thing kicked off and really get going. But this project right here will bring jobs beyond belief. But everybody that comes to West Virginia, the first two questions they always ask me is, tell me about education, and then tell me about your roads. It's always that. And so and from this standpoint, I would just say to you just this. From the public standpoint, you know, we are trying to do all we can do and then some. And we ask you to be observant and respectful of all the people that are doing the work, because it's 90 degrees on them outside. They're working like crazy. There's dust everywhere. You know, it's been a long day, and you're going by them doing 82 miles an hour. And they're 4 feet away from you. And if it just so happens that they would step the wrong way, or you would, you know, maybe doze off just a little bit, then we've got a casualty on our hands of a hero that's out there working, you know, whether it be he or she is doing great work. So be observant, be cautious, be respectful, and you know, we know that we're going to inconvenience you a little bit with some orange cones or whatever and slow you down just a little bit, but those orange cones will be gone, and it'll be a whole lot nicer than just banging down the road and tearing your car all to pieces and your backs as well. So I'll pass over to Jimmy, and Jimmy Riston's our Deputy Secretary of Transportation, and Bird White is our Secretary, and I mean it with all my soul. These two characters, I give them a hard time. I've known them for a long, long, long time. I've worked with Bird forever, and I'm going to tell you they're doing a heck of a job, as well as all of y'all in every way, and I can never thank you enough.
Well, thank you, Governor. Thank everybody for coming out today as well, particularly our contracting partners over here. Richie, Brian, it's good to see you as always. You're going to be getting these purchase orders this week. The last one was authorized today before we left Charleston, so that's $20 million of project authorizations that were actually loaded in the system today. So we're good to go. We're good to go with $20 million. If you look at the poster board over there, you'll see exactly the projects that will be done up here under this program. The governor was absolutely right. When Bird and I first stepped in here back in March last year, we were in a little bit of trouble there. We had over $1 billion worth of projects and $913 million worth of money to pay for them with. So we've really worked hard arranging things and retooling. Over the next few months, you're going to see probably more than $100 million, up to as much as $130 million of additional work above and beyond our normal program. This $20 million of purchase order paving is the beginning. We have our MARP, our CARES Act projects up and stood up. All are authorized. Work started on those last week. On the 25th of this month, we will be advertising another $36 million worth of contract paving, and there's one bridge job in that collection. And if you guys can hold up your end and get the work done, we'll put some more out a little bit later, and just keep this thing rolling, because that's what has to happen. Our folks, I have our district engineer here, and his new maintenance engineer here with him, and they've been working really hard up here. They've been leading the crews to do the hard work. The blocking and tackling is what Bird calls it. We started that last year right off the bat when the governor called all of these guys down to Charleston, told them exactly what we needed. Give me a list, tell me what you need to get these roads, these secondary roads, took care of, and that's what we've been doing. The blocking and tackling part is we've been ditching, we've been patching, we've been mowing, we've been taking care of drain pipes. We've been getting this stuff done so that we could get to a position to where when we do $20 million worth of paving, that $20 million worth of paving is not going to end at the end, a 4-year cycle or an 8-year cycle. What will happen is that you'll see the life of that pavement grow and grow and grow. We may get 12 or 15 years out of a 2-inch overlay as opposed to 3 or 4 years as we have in the past, because we've addressed the things that deteriorate that pavement. And we're going to keep that up. We're going to keep moving forward. You're going to see a lot more of this type of work. Up here in District 4, in particular, in Preston County, Harrison County, you've seen a lot of recycling, reclaiming. We took some of those old tar and chip roads. We've been out there and we've grinded those up to take care of the base of those roadways. We get those bases took care of, get a nice profile on there, roll that in good. And then next year, you may see another tar and chip surface put back on there. You may see pavement back on there, because we're going to do the right thing at the right time, and that's the way we're going to move forward in highways. So I'll be happy to take any questions from everybody, and really good to see you.
So these projects are part of the medical access roads program?
No, these projects are purchase order paving. The medical access projects that in this area, they're on our website. Every list there, we have a dashboard map up there. You can check our progress as we move forward with those.
Charles, these are not those. I've got a question. Put your mask on and come over here close to me. How many autographs do you sign in a day? I mean, honest to God, I've never seen a man with 20 pens. What are you doing?
Governor Bird works me so hard over there, but I have to change those pins out every Friday afternoon.
You got a water cooler on where they overheat or whatever? All right, if y'all don't have anything else, we're out of here. But anyway, thank you so much for coming. Let's keep doing the good work. Thank y'all.